Okay, so the first step is activating your glutes. Okay, your glutes are a fancy way of saying your ass muscles. You've got three of them, and you're going to need to do this before you actually get into the strengthening part of the workout. So what essentially glute activation exercises or drills do is that they switch on the muscle in order to make it work better. Okay, so here's just a few examples that I'm doing, that I would do or the class would do before any workout. And it's just, again, that when you go and do the strength part or your main part of the workout, that the muscles are already pre-activated or are working a lot more efficiently. So when you go to do your strengthening exercises, that you're going to feel it and you're going to work the muscles way better than if you didn't do these. So instead of just jumping straight into the workout, it's really important, just a few little drills. And I'm doing a video later on in the week where you can see my top 5 drills that we use in the class. Step 2 is you got to get strong on the big lifts. The big lifts in particular are things where you're using, or lifts where you're using many muscles at once, particularly your glutes. So this here, I'm doing a sumo deadlift. I'm just taking a wide stance doing a deadlift. But exercises that are going to include deadlifts, Romanian deadlifts, which is the next one I'm about to do here, squats, front squats, wide stance front squats. Okay, so you get the idea. They're mainly going to be squat and deadlift variations, which are all similar and they work similar muscles, but they'll just hit different areas of the muscles of your glutes. It's really important that you are getting progressively stronger on these lifts, which means that if you were able to lift 5 reps for 60 kilos 2 months ago, you should be able to lift 5 reps for 65 or 70 kilos this month. So you must be getting progressively stronger. If you are continuing to lift the exact same weight, doing the exact same training program, you will stall and you will not be putting your muscles under any kind of stress to adapt, to grow, or to get a better shape. So here was the squat versions that I'm just doing. I just did a back squat, and then here's a front squat here. You want to be doing the strength exercises in relatively heavier weights. They don't have to be really heavy, but relatively heavier, and doing them in reps of 2s, reps of 3s, reps of 4, reps of 5s. And then we come on to step 3, which is your assistant exercises, or your kind of classic bodybuilding style exercises. So here what I've done is just kind of set up a circuit. So after I've finished my strength part in step 2, I'll move on to these. I've got 3 exercises set up in this type of circuit fashion, and I'm going to do quite high reps on these to kind of feel the pump. A lot of people go straight towards these. You'll see them use it in the gym and they'll forget about step 1 and step 2, and they just think this is the way that's going to shape their butt. On its own, it's not going to do a whole lot. You don't have to use really, really heavy weights on these. The weights are going to be lighter, but they still need to be challenging. So here I'm just doing a variation of a hip thrust, was the first one that I did in the box. This one that looks kind of funky, this is called a frog pump. Again, it's just really good for isolating your glutes. That means like they're the only muscle working, so you can put a lot of emphasis into working them. And here I'm just using a different muscle of my glute, the muscle kind of on the outside top part of your butt, with some leg lifts out to the side. So the reps that I'll be doing in these might be like 10 on the first one, 15 on the second, and 20 on the third one. And then the final step, step 4, is daily activation. Okay, if you want your butt to be working better and to get stronger, you're going to need to be activating your ass daily. And I'll cover this again like in a later video where I go through my top 5 activation drills that you should be doing throughout the week at some stage.